You let me know if you'd use this. I make digital products. I try to put out one a month that will help business owners with their finances. So this is a job costing and quotation tool that I'm working on that I hope to get released in the next couple days. This is like a sample of how it would work. So say you have a client ABC, and this is a kitchen remodel. Anything in the light blue cells, you fill in the data, and anything else is just formula driven and you don't touch it. So basically you would go, for your labor, if you have an employee one, you could change their name here. We're going to go Sally Smith, and her hourly rate is $100 an hour, and we're going to estimate that she is going to take 30 hours on this project. And then you can put in, Todd Smith, hourly rate is 75, and then estimated hours 20. And then if you wanted to unhide this, you can add in more, but we're only going to do these two. So you hide these, and that gives us our estimated cost of labor of $4,500. And then we're going to say we're going to mark up our labor 20%. And this is the amount that we would bill the client, and that feeds up to here. So this is making the quote up here. For the actual stuff, we won't know that till after the job is done. So when we do get to that point, say Sally only ended up costing $2,500 for her, and for Todd it actually was higher. It went $2,000. You can see, it still worked out. The actual markup is 20%, but that's just an after the fact thing. So you can then, after the job's done, compare what the estimate to the actual was. So same thing, subcontractor one, this is for fixed rate subcontractors. So say you needed someone to come in, we'll say plumber, subcontractor markup, we can make that what we want. We can go 10%. This is where, as the person billing to your client, you have the opportunity to be like, I'm not going to mark up on subcontractors to save costs for your client. If your initial quote is too high for them, you could shave that down and say, we're not going to mark up subcontractors, and then this $6,500 cost will flow up here. So we're going to actually leave it at 10% here. So then I did another subcontractor category, but for an hourly rate in case it's not a fixed hour thing. And then you have to do an estimate for the subcontractors. We're going to pretend on this job there is none of that. And then we have our materials. Unit cost, we're going to say it's $100 and you need 5 of those. $50 and we need 25 of those. And then for your material markup, we're going to say we're going to mark up our material by 40%, which in this economy, good luck, but try it out. And then miscellaneous costs. This is just things that don't fit into the above categories, but you can just list them here. So we're going to say freight, for example, we're going to say we were charged $90 in freight. We're going to mark that up by 20%. So then it takes all of the different items and the markups you've given it, and it adds them all up. So you're going to see up at the top here, this is the quote that you would give to your client for the work. It would be $15,108. Once we do the actuals, I didn't finish doing the actuals here. So then these all get fed up here as well, and you can see that the overall markup with the actuals is 19%, but this will cause you to need to actually do the actuals, which is that's the kind of the trickiest part that people don't do as much, but it's important so you can see what things ended up costing and which will improve your quoting over time and make it more accurate. You need to know, what should I change? What works about this? Would you buy this? How much should I charge for this? I still am going to include information on the background of why this is important, and then I'm going to include detailed instructions on how to use this. It just helps you break down what you should be quoting your client for the work that you're producing. So anyway, what do you think about that?